Good morning, dear children. Welcome you to one more session in physics from the chapter Light Reflection and Refraction. In this ninth module, we'll be studying sign convention for spherical mirrors, mirror formula, linear magnification, and the textual numericals based on spherical mirrors. Sign convention for spherical mirrors. Children, we follow a set of sign conventions called the new Cartesian sign convention while dealing with the reflection of light by spherical mirrors. So the sign convention is used for measuring the various distances in the ray diagrams of spherical mirrors. So according to the new Cartesian sign convention, there are some postulates. Let us go through them. So here the pole of the mirror is taken as the origin, as you can see, and the principal axis of the mirror is taken as the x-axis, that is x dash of the coordinate system. Let us look into the postulates. First one, the object is always placed to the left of the mirror. What does this mean? This implies that the light from the object falls on the mirror from the left hand side. That means the direction of incident light is from left to right. Second, all distances parallel to the principal axis are measured from the pole of the mirror. That is, pole is taken as the origin here. So, all the measurements are starting or we are taking from the pole. Third, all the distances measured to the right of the origin, that is along positive x-axis, are taken as positive, while those measured to the left of the origin, that is along negative x-axis, are taken as negative. So, what does this mean? That means distance is measured in the same direction as that of incident light, that is from left to right, are taken as positive, whereas the distances measured against the direction of incident light, that is from right to left, are taken as negative. Now the fourth one, distance is measured upward and perpendicular to the principal axis, that is along positive y-axis, are taken as positive. And the fifth one, distance measured downward and perpendicular to the principal axis along negative y-axis is taken as negative. So what does this mean, fourth and fifth? That means if we measure in the upward direction, object, the height of the object we have to measure upward from the principal axis. So such measurements will be taken positive. But if we get an inverted image, that the height of that image should be taken downward. So such heights we will take, the sign convention will be negative. So we will understand more about that in the coming slides. Children, to start with our numericals based on spherical mirrors, we have to be very thorough with the sign convention. So let us try to apply the sign convention in the following terms and come to some conclusions which will be helpful for us to do our numericals. So as examples, you can see here two ray diagrams shown. One is a concave mirror, there the object is kept between F and C, and you can see the image A dash B dash formed beyond C. You are familiar with it. And the next is the ray diagram related to convex mirror. There the object is kept between infinity and pole, and the image is formed behind the mirror, that is between P and F. So you are all familiar with that too. So let us look into the terms, that is pole of the mirror, we know it is capital P, center of curvature is capital C. Now object distance. Children, object distance, it is the distance of the object from the mirror, noted by the letter small u. Image distance, it is the distance of the image from the mirror, noted by the letter small v. Focal length, we know that it is the distance from the principal focus to the pole of the mirror, noted by the letter small f. Height of the object, you can see the object AB, it's having a height h. So small h is the letter we denote for the height of the object. And height of the image is noted by the letter h dash. Now, u, children, the sign of u will be always negative. Why? Because object is always kept to the left of the mirror, and according to sign convention, the measurements taken from the pole to the left is taken as negative. So u will be negative for both concave and convex mirrors. What is the case of V? V is image distance. In the first ray diagram, you can see that the image is formed on the left side. So if we have to take the measurement or if we have to take the image distance, you have to take the measurement from pole to the left. So V will be negative there. But in the second ray diagram, that of convex mirror, there where is the image formed? Image is formed on the right side. So there the image distance we have to take from the pole to the right side. So there V will be positive. Now focal length. Take the case of concave mirror. The principal focus lies in front of the mirror. So how will we take the length? From the pole towards the left. So focal length will be negative for a concave mirror, whereas it will be positive for a convex mirror. You know. Now height of the object. Children, height of the object is always kept above the principal axis. It is erect. So we measure the height in the upward direction. So H will be always positive. Whereas H dash, that is height of the image, can be positive or negative depending upon whether the image is erect or inverted. If it is erect, H will be positive. If it is inverted, H dash will be negative. Let us summarize. Object distance U. For both concave mirror and convex mirror, U will be negative. Image distance V. For concave mirror, V can be positive or negative. If V is positive, image is formed behind the mirror. If V is negative, image is formed in front of the mirror, that is on the left side. For convex mirror, V is positive. Why children? Because both the image formations are on the right side. Focal length F and the radius of curvature, let us see. For concave mirror, focal length is negative as we said. So radius of curvature is also negative. For convex mirror, focal length is positive. So radius of curvature is also positive. Height of an object H, it is always positive. Height of an image can be positive or negative. If H is positive, that means image is formed above the principal axis and it is a virtual image. If H is negative, image is formed below the principal axis, it's a real image, that is inverted. So children, hope you understood. Mirror formula for spherical mirrors. A formula which gives the relationship between image distance V, object distance U and focal length F of a spherical mirror is known as the mirror formula. So it can be written as 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. That is 1 by image distance plus 1 by object distance is equal to 1 by focal length. So children, we'll be doing numericals with the help of this. So any two values will be given, the other one you have to find it out, and when you do, you have to put the proper sign according to the sign convention. Linear magnification, noted by the letter small m. The ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object is known as linear magnification. Linear magnification tells us how much is an image magnified or diminished with respect to the object. If H is the height of the object and H dash is the height of the image, then the magnification produced by a spherical mirror is given by m is equal to height of the image by the height of the object, that is H dash by H. Also, the magnification m is related to the object distance u and image distance v. So we can also have another formula, or it is also defined as the ratio of the image distance to the object distance with a negative sign. That is m is equal to minus v by u. So we have mainly two equations to find the magnification. So let us write it together. Magnification m is equal to h dash by h is equal to minus v by u. Children, let us apply sign convention to magnification and come to some important conclusions. If magnification of a spherical mirror is positive, that means if m is positive, what does it mean? Taking the formula h dash by h, it will be positive. That means image will be virtual and erect. If magnification is negative, that is if m is negative, h dash by h will be negative, or we can say image will be real and inverted. How children? Because h we know it is always positive. So the value of m becomes positive or negative, that depends on h dash. So if the image is erect, h dash will be positive, And if the image is inverted, h dash will be negative, and we know inverted images are always real. Now, if m is greater than 1, h dash by h will be greater than 1, or h dash will be greater than h. That is, height of the image will be greater than the height of the object. That means the image is magnified. If m is less than 1, that means height of the image by height of the object, h dash by h is less than 1, or h dash less than h. That is, height of the image is less than the height of the object, or it means that image is diminished. If m is equal to 1, height of the image is equal to the height of the object, h dash is equal to h. That means image is of the same size as that of the object. Now some questions. Convex mirrors always produce virtual erect and diminished images, we know. So will their linear magnification value be positive or negative? Is m greater than 1, m less than 1, or m is equal to 1? Children, try to give the answer. The first numerical, the radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 cm. What is its focal length? So given radius of curvature capital R is 20 cm. That is the distance from the center of curvature to the pole of the mirror. Since principal focus lies exactly midway between the center of curvature and the pole, the distance from F to P is the same as the distance from F to C. So what is the relationship? R, or radius of curvature, is twice the focal length, or focal length is radius of curvature by 2. So 20 by 2, it gives 10 cm. So the focal length is 10 cm. Second, the magnification produced by a plane mirror is +1. What does this mean? Since m is +1, we know, children, that height of the image will be equal to the height of the object. That is, the image is exactly of the same size as that of the object. And here, what does the plus sign indicate? The plus sign indicates that the image is virtual and erect. So, the plane mirrors have the magnification +1. Third question, a concave mirror produces 3 times magnified or enlarged real image of an object placed at 10 cm in front of it. Where is the image located? So we have to read the numerical very carefully and understand the data. So height of the image, h dash, is 3 times 3 into the height of the object, h. Or we can write magnification m is equal to h dash by h is equal to -3. Why, children, -3? Because the image is real, and we know when the image is real, m will be negative. Also, object distance. Where is the object? The object is placed at 10 cm in front of the mirror. So, u will be -10 because we have to apply sign convention and then only write the data. So, u is equal to -10 cm. Now, which is the equation that we are going to take? That is, m is equal to -v by u. So, -3 is equal to -v by -10, and when we cross multiply, we get -v is equal to 30, or v is equal to -30 cm. So, where is the image formed, or where is the image located? The image is formed 30 cm to the left of the mirror, to the left side, because a negative sign, if we get a negative sign, what is the meaning? That means image is formed to the left side of the mirror, or 30 cm in front of the mirror. Fourth question, an object of size 7 cm is placed at a distance of 27 cm in front of a concave mirror of focal length 18 cm. At what distance from the mirror should a screen be placed so that a sharp focused image can be obtained? Find the size and the nature of the image. So, as you can see, children, the object distance u we have taken as -27. We know u is always negative, so when we write the data, we have to put the sign. Height of the object. What? Object of size. That means they have given the size of the object or the height of the object, which is the letter h. H is equal to 7 cm. So always height, object is kept erect or above the principal axis, so it is positive 7 cm. Focal length of the concave mirror f, that is negative. Always we take concave mirror's focal length as negative. So it's given f is 18. So we write it as negative 18 centimeter. So what do we have to calculate? We have to find where should the screen be placed. That means where will we get the image. So V is equal to question mark. Now we have to apply the mirror formula. 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Here we have to find V. So 1 by V is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U. That is 1 by minus 18 minus 1 by minus 27. So how it becomes? It becomes 1 by minus 18, that minus minus becomes plus, that is plus 1 by 27 is equal to, we get the answer as minus 1 by 54, or V becomes negative 54. So what does this mean? That means when V becomes negative, that means image is formed in front of the mirror. So the screen must be placed 54 centimeter in front of the mirror to obtain a sharp image. The second part of the question, to find the nature and size of the image. So we have to find the magnification. Let us use the equation m is equal to h dash by h is equal to minus v by u. So h dash, we have to find the size of the image. So h dash is equal to h into minus v by u. So on substituting the values, that is h, height of the object is 7 into negative, v is minus 54 and u is minus 27. So when we do, we get the answer as minus 14 centimeter. So object height was 7 centimeter, the image height is 14 centimeter. So from this we understand that the image is enlarged. But children, the negative sign of the image, that is minus 14 centimeter, the negative sign shows that the image is formed below principal axis. That means the image is inverted. Now the magnification value m, if we substitute the values in h dash and h, that is minus 14 by 7, we get m as minus 2. So magnification has a negative value, that itself shows that the image is real and inverted, and m is having a value greater than 1. So that also confirms that our image is magnified. So hope it is clear. So the object is formed 54 centimeter in front of the mirror. The height of the image is 14 centimeter and the nature of the image is real and inverted. Question number 5. An object 5 cm in length is placed at a distance of 20 cm in front of a convex mirror of radius of curvature 30 cm. Find the position of the image, its nature and size. So, children, read the question very carefully. It's a numerical related to convex mirror. So, height of the object h is 5 cm. Height of the object is always taken positive. Object distance as usual u is negative 20 centimeter. So radius of curvature given capital R is 30 centimeter. So for convex mirror, the radius of curvature, it lies behind the mirror. So the measurement is taken towards the right side. So R is positive 30 centimeter. So F will be 15 centimeter. That is positive 15 centimeter. Focal length of convex mirrors are always positive. Now to find the position of the image, we are using the mirror formula 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F, or 1 by V is 1 by F minus 1 by U, that is 1 by 15 minus 1 by minus 20. So it becomes 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20. So we get as 7 by 60. So that is our 1 by V. We need V. So we take the reciprocal, that is 60 by 7. The answer is plus 8.57 meters. So hope children you understood. We got our image distance as a positive value. We need not give the positive sign here, but automatically when we do the numerical, it comes as the positive. Because we know the convex mirrors always form virtual and erect images behind the mirror. So V value should come positive for convex mirrors. So the position of the image, what can we write? Image is formed 8.5 centimeter to the right of the mirror or to the back of the mirror. Now the last part of the numerical, to find the nature and size of the image. Let us continue. Let us find the magnification. M is equal to minus V by U. So minus V value is, let us take the fraction 60 by 7. U is minus 20. So we get the value 0.428. So M is a positive value and its value is less than 1. So what does this denote? That m is positive means the image is virtual and erect. And if m is having a value less than 1, what does it mean? It means that the image is diminished. So let us confirm whether the image is diminished. So let us use the next formula, that is m is equal to h dash by h. So we have to calculate h dash here. So h dash is equal to h into m. So h, that is the height of the object, is 5 into 0.428, we get the size of the image, that is equal to 2.14 centimeter. So our object height was 5, whereas the image height becomes 2.14. So this is confirmed that the image is diminished. So children, we got the answer. We got the position of the image, we got the nature of the image, that is virtual and erect, and we got the size of the image, that is 2.14 centimeter, and the image is diminished. Hope you understood both of the numericals. So practice more numericals, and let us now go through the homework questions. Homework questions. First one, find the focal length of a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is 32 centimeter. Number 2, an object of 4 centimeter in size is placed at 25 centimeter in front of a concave mirror of focal length 15 centimeter. At what distance from the mirror should a screen be placed in order to obtain a sharp image? Find the nature and size of the image. Question number 3, a convex mirror used for rear view on an automobile has a radius of curvature of 3 meter. If a bus is located at 5 meter from this mirror, find the position, nature and size of the image. So children, all the numericals discussed today, the 5 numericals have to be written in the notebook along with the homework questions. So stay tuned, revise it, practice more numericals. Stay safe. Thank you.